Roll with it, roll with it. Yeah. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna keep fronting tonight, or y'all gonna get on in.
Alright, what's good everybody? I appreciate y'all clicking on the video. My name is Joe. Y'all will know me as Crewed Up. This is the first video on the channel, so if you like it, please leave a comment, please subscribe, please like the video. But if you're going to leave a comment, I ask that you leave a topic that you want me to talk about. Even if you're not sure, just leave a topic and then come back and see if you actually like what I say on it, because that's what this channel is about to be for. We just gonna talk about stuff that's on my mind or stuff that God put on my heart. I believe in God, so this will be a God-based channel, specifically Jesus. I see so many people disrespecting God, and I see so many people with the wrong idea about what the relationship with God looks like. So it actually can be kind of difficult to make this video, because I know there's going to be a bunch of people that see this and immediately write it off because God even came up in the first place. So if you're one of those people, I encourage you to make it through the whole video, because a lot of people, their minds and their hearts are already closed off to God before they even really give it a legitimate chance. And a lot of the stuff that we learned when we were kids or that was taught to us isn't accurate. It's misplaced and it was mismanaged. So if you're one of those people that's like, the second you heard God, it's like, here this nigga go. I'm ready. Turn this video off already. If you're one of those people, I encourage you to leave a comment. That's really what I encourage you to do. I encourage you to leave a comment and tell me why you think that way, or something that's on your mind, and we can talk about that. Because I know if I get the chance to talk about it, a lot could happen with that opportunity. All right, now I can continue. Everything we talk about on the channel is not going to be specifically about Jesus. It's Black History Month. You made me happy. We'll talk about the stuff that's going on in the world right now. We'll talk about y'all problems or stuff that's going on with y'all. If you got a problem with something I said, we could talk about that. So we're going to talk about stuff that's important, because I feel like there needs to be a focus on stuff that is important and stuff of value, but you also gotta have fun too. So why you keep doing the same dumb stuff? I really made the video for me, if I'm being real. I made the video for me because I know myself personally, I find myself doing a lot of the same dumb stuff, repeating the same dumb patterns, even when I know better, and it frustrates me. But through reading my Bible, I've found out why, and I found out how to counteract that. Not saying I completely do it, because I don't, but I'm learning, and since I'm learning, I want to share with everybody else. So why do we keep doing the same dumb stuff? The short answer is because we're human, and it's in our nature just to do what we want. And a lot of times doing what we want isn't the issue, but it can be when what we want isn't what's good for us. And most of the time those two don't align. For example, how many times do you find yourself doing something dumb and you know it's dumb in the moment, but you really just don't care? Like, I know me personally, I've been in the car driving to do something dumb, looking dumb while I'm going to do something dumb, clown mask on and everything, just probably cranking on the way to go do something dumb, not caring about how dumb I'm being, like rationalizing my stupidity in my mind, or rationalizing, well, this is just what I want to do, or this is what I think should happen in my mind, knowing that I know better. You ever had to stay mad to do something you knew you wasn't supposed to be doing? I got a story. In college, I know my personality probably rubbed a lot of people wrong, how I was going about stuff, how I talked. Like, I was a very confident, very like outspoken person. Not like I was just purposely going around. I won't even say that. I probably was. I was about to say I wasn't going around purposely pissing people off. I was doing what I wanted to do. I was a person that just did what he wanted to do. I'll leave it at that. So COVID hit when I'm in school, right? Everybody's back at home, or everybody's like off in their own corner. Like, we're not all on campus anymore. And then I start hearing stuff from a bunch of different people about me. Like, I start hearing, oh yeah, Joe a punk. Like, Joe say this, he act all hard, or he act all tough, and we don't really like him. And like, I'm just like,
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Where is all that coming from? Cause we was all just on campus. Like, if I was all that, y'all could have told me that then.
That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
everybody was my friend then. Like, everybody was cool. Everybody wanted to hang out and party, and we this and we that, and we having a great time. Hey. So me being the type of person that I am, I was like, cool. I'm going to keep a note of everybody that has something to say. And when we get back on campus, I'm smacking the shit. Everybody gonna have to see me.
We got to go. We got to do all this. You want this smoke? Okay, you about to get it.
So I had me a good list of like 4 people. It was like 4 to 5 people that I was like, all right, when I see you, that's just what it's gonna have to be. Now, mind you, at the time, I didn't know how long COVID was about to be. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, we going back on campus any minute now. Look, I'm laughing because it's funny. I remember I'm on the phone, like we was on a group FaceTime. We was on a group FaceTime, and I'm pacing around my house. Like, I'm walking all around my house, like going on the phone. And my dad and my nephew both hear me like yelling on the phone. Like, I'm on, yeah, you ain't. I'm going off the whole time. But I was really shocked. Like, I was really appalled. If you think that way, clearly you don't respect me. And now I'm going to have to make you respect me. So a week go by. I'm still beefing hard. Yeah, all right, nigga. Wait till I see you. 2 weeks go by. Any day now. Any day. 3 weeks go by. A month go by. 6 months go by. We're never going back to campus, mind you. Mind you, we're never going back. Mind you, we're never going back. And I find myself, like, at that point having to keep myself mad, so I had enough energy to fight people that had something to say about me. Now, weeks, months ago, that's a perfect example of, you know, you're being dumb. And in this moment, I was being dumb. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to show somebody all type of pride, all type of ego. Yeah. All right. For what? Like, nothing is gained. But because I'm caught up in my emotions, I don't care. I just want to do something dumb because that's how I feel. The point is, most of us know right from wrong. And I actually believe most of us want to do right, but we still don't. And today we're going to talk about why. All right. You want the good news or the bad news first?
Hey, give me the good news, bro. Give me the good news, bro.
The good news is, it's not because you're a bad person. You're human, so you do what you want to do. And that's true for everybody, because none of us are perfect. So don't let nobody make you feel bad for doing what you want to do, because everybody does it. The bad news is, you're probably a little dumb, but that's cool if you're willing to learn. I want to be very clear. I'm not speaking from a place of even acting on what I'm talking about. I have the knowledge and I'm trying to apply it. I'm still in that stage. Cool? All right, cool. So the question then becomes, how can we align what we want to do with what's actually good for us? So if we all have stuff that we naturally want to do, and we have feelings that we're naturally acting on, how can we align what it is in our heart that we want to do with what's actually good for us, so we're doing the things that we want to do while doing what's actually good instead of doing dumb stuff? This is where you have to prioritize a relationship with God, because on our own, we will never get it right. Okay, so this is the part that I feel like I've struggled with the most when it comes to actually going out and making these videos, because most people hear God and they immediately think strict. Like, you start thinking about all the stuff you're not supposed to do and that you can't do, and all of these rules and all these regulations, and how boring your life is about to be, or how restricted your life is about to be. And when you do that, you're missing the point. I want to be very clear that you are completely missing the point, although I understand how you get to that place. Know that I get it and know that I feel it, because I struggle with the same things, which is why I say I'm partially making this video for myself. God gives us instructions to free us, not to imprison us. All the rules you think you have to follow to be good or to not do the same dumb stuff are the reason you keep messing up in the first place. Paul talks about this in Romans chapter 7, verse 4, when he says, you died to the power of the law when you died with Christ. And now you're united with the one who was raised from the dead. As a result, we can produce a harvest of good deeds for God. Meaning, when you decide to follow Jesus, you're free from the hold that following the law comes with. So you can actually do what you're supposed to do. Okay, cool. I'll tell another story time from my life. I was a kid, being a curious little boy. When you're a kid, you kind of just go around doing what you want to do because you don't know any better. For me, I remember one example it was me and my mom at home, and it had to be wintertime or something because the fireplace was on. And our fireplace had like a glass window over it, so it's not like an open fire. Like I couldn't go put my hand in the fire. But I was looking at it, and it was so bright and it was so warm, and it just looks so inviting. I can't really, like, I don't know what's going on in there. I know she clicked this button and then all of a sudden fire appears, and I like that. I'm a little boy. I'm probably like 5 years old. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I can rock with that. I was just looking at it because it looked really interesting. Like, it piqued my interest, but I hadn't done anything yet until my mom told me,
boy, don't you go touch that fireplace.
and then once she said that, I went over there. I put my little hand on it, on the glass, and then burn it. And it's a handprint on the glass of my little baby hand. And it's because I did what I wanted to do. The reason that's relevant to this is because I was curious about the fireplace the whole time. That wasn't my first time seeing the fireplace. That wasn't my first time being around the fireplace. That wasn't the first time they turned the fireplace on. But that was the first time my mom told me not to touch the fireplace. It wasn't until she gave me the instruction,
don't touch that fireplace,
that I actually went to go touch it. God knows that's how we are as his children. So instead of him telling us, just don't touch the fireplace, what he tells us is follow me and you'll never be burned. The law was meant to show us right from wrong because our desire is to do what we want. Knowing the law can influence us to break it, and the consequences of breaking it keep us caught in a cycle where we can't win because we keep messing up. Hence the why do you keep doing the same dumb stuff over and over again. Verse 9 through 10 says, at one time I lived without understanding the law, but when I learned the command not to covet, for instance, the power of sin came into my life and I died. So I discovered that the law's commands, which were supposed to bring life, brought spiritual death instead. Once you know better, you have to do better. But none of us, as people who just want to do what we want to do, have the power to do better all the time. We're always going to be messing up. That's why if you put your focus on the law or the things that you feel or that have been told to you that you're supposed to do or you're not supposed to do, your desire to do what you want will continuously cause you to break it. But if you take that focus and put it off the restrictions and you put that on God, he gives you the power to obey that. We got that power through the sacrifice of Jesus, which is the ultimate show of love. All my mom told me was don't touch the fireplace. Once she gave me that instruction, it then became the law. I didn't understand why I couldn't touch it when I wanted to, but if I would have understood the love behind her telling me that, I never would have touched it in the first place. Developing that relationship with God shows you the love behind the instruction, and once you understand that, it makes it easier for you to listen. Romans chapter 7, verses 14 through 17. So the trouble is not with the law, for it is spiritual and good. The trouble is with me, for I am all too human, a slave to sin. I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. But if I know that what I'm doing is wrong, this shows that I agree that the law is good. So I am not the one doing it. It's the sin living in me that does it. This is the point I was making in the beginning, saying it's not your fault you keep doing the same dumb stuff. We're living in a world of wrong, trying to do right. The relationship with God being developed takes the focus off all of the wrong and puts it on love. You'll hear people say all the time that God is love. If you take that focus off of doing right and doing wrong and doing this and doing that and putting it on love and putting it back on God, it makes you into the person that wants to do right. So by developing that relationship and focusing on God, you can then align your wants with what is actually good for you and live the life that you were called to. I'm going to stop and I'm going to hit this part in the middle right here. This I don't understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. But if I know that what I'm doing is wrong, that shows that I agree that the law is good. I don't understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't. Instead, I do what I hate. How many times have you done something and you hated yourself after it? Or you've done something and you hated the action that you did and you can't understand why you did it. You can't understand why you keep doing it. Maybe it's because you're dumb.
Who?
Maybe it wasn't ever meant for you to be that smart. Maybe it was never meant for you to be that wise. Maybe it wasn't even meant for you to be that much in control. Because in your nature, you're not good enough. But maybe if you would stop trying to figure out what being good enough means and look towards what is good enough, you won't have to be so hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself mercy. That's all the Bible is about. It's learning how to love. And it's learning how to love from the perspective of He who loved us the most. And if you can learn from that kind of love and apply that kind of love to yourself and learn to love yourself and learn to love others how God loved us, you can't keep doing the same dumb stuff. I appreciate y'all watching the video. A whole lot more to come. We're going to learn. We're going to grow together. If you're going to be part of this channel, we're going to challenge each other. We're going to mature. We're going to get this thing right. All right. I appreciate y'all watching. I'm gone.